Hey guys, Richard Wolfe here. Wanted to come to you real quick with a quick About Me page or video just to kind of give you some insight on who I am and why you may want to work with me. I think the biggest reason, if I go back in history, I kind of got started in the restaurant business. Started at the bottom, worked my way up into management. But in that business, if you kind of summarize it down to one thing, it comes down to service. Serving clients, serving customers good food, giving them a good solid experience when they come in your restaurants. Whether that was fast food, whether that was full service, it didn't matter. It was still about service, as well as serving my employees and my team. And when I transitioned into the sales business, it really became the same thing. I sold cars for a short period of time, but I remember vividly that I would always sit down with the number sheet the managers give you to go talk to the client with, but I'd always slide my chair around to the other side. And I kind of work with this from the standpoint of, we're working on this deal together. We're trying to get this set up for you to get the best result for you as we can. And that's the way I've kind of transposed that across. When I moved into the insurance business, I first got started with just supplemental products, which are a good fit. But I didn't find I was really serving people well because I found that I was mostly selling a product. Maybe it was a cancer policy to a group client or an accident policy to someone who didn't have any kind of protection at work or what have you. But through that process, I still felt like I was selling. There was a service behind it because when those people had a claim, those policies paid well and they were glad that they had them. But I just find I wasn't serving the same way. So when I moved into Medicare space about 10 years ago, working with a specific company, Humana, they taught me all about insurance and all about their products. But it was about 6 months later when I was talking to another agent who had been in the business for a number of years. And I asked him, I said, what's the one tip you'll give me when I'm trying to work with my clients and help them as best I can? And he said, take the Medicare and You book and know it and make it simple for people to understand. I said, well, that's an interesting idea. And I studied the book and we'd had tests and classes and stuff on it during our trainings. But as I started to sit down and really look at it, page 6 in that book, what I use in all my videos now and all my trainings and teachings, presentations, is really a good foundation on how Medicare works. So let's start with what the system is, how the system works, and let's educate you. That's my big premise, is how can I educate you on how Medicare works and help you understand the system. And then now as an independent broker, I work with all the companies. I work with the companies with the best prices, I work with the ones with the best benefits, I work with the ones with the top ratings and the biggest size. Whatever you want to do, I've got a variety of them. Small guys, big guys, it doesn't matter. Better benefits, less benefits, more premium, less premium, because all those things factor into the big picture of what you're looking for. So we ask a lot of questions. I say I ask a lot of questions when I sit down with you. I try to find out what your needs really are. Now, are there any gaps in there that we can fill with the products that I represent to really make you feel good when you go to bed at night and are concerned about your health care costs? Let's minimize those. Let's keep them to the bank, or at least let you know what it's going to cost when something happens. Not everybody has the same budget to work with, so we factor that in as well. But it's all about treating everybody the same way I would treat my mom or my grandma or my dad or my grandfather that sat down at the table with them. And this same presentation I used when I sat down with my mom several years ago when she was retiring. She had good group benefits and good retiree benefits, but they were expensive. So we looked at other options and she chose the one she felt best fit her budget and her needs. So that's really what it's about for me, is how can I sit down with you, get to understand what your needs are, what you're currently doing, and how can we bridge that gap to where you feel good about the decision you make going forward. And my suggestion is we need to do that earlier versus later. So even if you stay working and stay on group benefits, that's fine. But now you've been educated, so you know that when it comes time to pull that trigger and go on full Medicare, you have an understanding of how it works, and you have at least an idea of what your options might be and what your costs may be going forward. Things may change in 2 years when you finally do decide to retire, but that's fine. We'll revisit then, review everything, and go through the process. So the bottom line is I'm here for you. I'm not here for a product or a company. I work on your side of the table. I'm here to help you understand and decide what you feel like is best for you. And make sure you have all the information and all the knowledge that you can to make that good decision. And then also, the next step, I'm there along the way. something changes down the road, newer, better benefits, costs go up, we can look at other options together to see what's really the best for you. So that's all I got. Richard Wolfe, here to help. 337-322-0415. Look forward to talking soon. Shoot me a phone call, a text, leave a voicemail if I don't get there, and I'll be more than happy to help. No pressure, no sales, just education, information. You make the decision that's best for you. Talk to you soon.